The tour is very informative, especially that Mr. Seon is very good in explaining the history of each temple. He also good in speaking in English so we understand it more properly. This tour is highly recommended. Mr. John, our guide, is such a wonderful person. He has a great knowledge of the temples on Angkor Wat. We learned so many things with him. His passion and patience impressed us. We do recommend him 100%. Thanks a lot and all the best, Mr. John. Amazing Angkor Wat tour with Pip. Our tour with Pip was absolutely incredible. He was an amazing and informative guide who took the time to share with us the fascinating history of Cambodia and how both Buddhism and Hinduism have shaped its culture. As a huge history buff, I was completely captivated by his explanations of the architecture, the meaning behind the intricate carvings, and the stories of the Hindu gods. Pip's knowledge and passion really brought Angkor Wat and the surrounding temples to life. He shared so many interesting facts and answered all our questions with patience and enthusiasm. I truly appreciated how he connected the historical details with Cambodia's cultural heritage. This was one of the highlights of our trip. I highly recommend Pip to anyone wanting to understand not just the temples, but the deeper history and meaning behind them. Honestly, all I can say about this tour, it was awesome. We started at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Our guide Nick was absolutely awesome. His humor was outrageous and funny. He knew a lot about the history of Angkor Wat and you can tell he's passionate about what he does. Nick has many talents and photography is one of them. He captured some stunning photos. It was unbelievable. All I can say is that the tour was great and the guide was great. We couldn't have asked for a better day than what we had this morning. Thank you, Brother Nick. You're the man. This was a truly wonderful sunrise tour. Waking up early was a bit tough, but it was definitely worth it. Although there were some clouds, I was able to take beautiful photos of the sunrise. We were able to comfortably visit many temples by bus, and our guide, Seon, was very kind, gentle, and friendly. Of course, not only that, but his vast knowledge of Hinduism, Buddhism, the mythology of the Ramayana, and the history of the temples was amazing, and he entertained us as a true professional. We were offered cold towels and water every time we traveled, and the bus was cool and comfortable. The menu at the restaurant we stopped at was also delicious, and I was glad I could pay with a credit card. The temples are well maintained, but there are many things to be aware of, such as places without handrails and steep stairs, so please be careful when participating. John was an incredible guide for us on the Angkor Wat Sunrise Tour. He was especially helpful helping my mom and I take some awesome photos, despite the heat and humidity. Highly recommend booking this tour to explore Angkor Wat and surrounding areas. I joined the Angkor Wat Sunrise Tour with Pip, as my guide in a group tour, and it was nothing short of amazing. Pip is incredibly knowledgeable and well-versed in the history of Angkor, explaining each site clearly as we moved along. His passion for sharing the stories behind the temples really brought the place to life for us. Special thanks as well to our driver, who thoughtfully handed us cold drinks after each temple visit, such a simple but much appreciated gesture, especially under the hot sun. The whole experience was smooth, insightful, and far exceeded our expectations. If I could give more than 5 stars, I absolutely would. Highly recommended.